Good day, ma'am. I am Joseph Noel Capin, and I'm going to report chapter 17, which is special topics. Um, we have first the learning objectives, discuss the various special laws affecting the tourism industry, identify situation and problem where these special laws may be applied as a solution, identify some tourism establishments that implement as well as the not implemented this special law. Then we have the Senior Citizen Law, Republic Act number 9257, also known as the Senior Citizens of Law of 2004, was enacted to provide senior citizens the following: grant 20% discount on all prices of goods and services offered to the general public regardless to the amount of purchase from establishment, irrespective of classification, uh, relative to utilization of service for the exclusive use of a senior citizen in the following hotels and similar lodging establishment, restaurants, and recreational centers. And then we have the Laws of Security Anti-Terrorism Law Republic Act 9372, also known as the Human Security and Act of 2007 in March 6, 2007, and implements the policy of the state of the protecting life, liberty, and property from act of terrorism, condemn, condemning uh, terrorism as inimical and dangerous on national security, and making terrorism an act against humanity and law of nations. Then we have the Consumer Act of Philippines, RA 7394, April 13, 1992. The main objective of the law is to protect the interests of consumer, promote his general welfare, and establish standard of conduct for business and industry. The law has implemented measures and to achieve the following. First, we have the protection against hazard to health and safety, protect against deceptive, unfair, and unconscionable state sales act practices, provision of information and education of facilitate sound choices and the proper exercise of the rights by the consumer, provision of adequate right and means of the redress, and lastly, involvement of consumer representative in the formulation of social and economic policies. Then we have the cultural minorities, protected areas, wildlife, and heritage and cultural presentation. The law, Republic Act number 8371, Indigenous Peoples' Rights Act of 1997, October 29, 1997. The said laws implements the state's recognition and promotion of the rights of the indigenous cultural communities or indigenous people within the framework of the Constitution. Then the law, 2AI draft character in the right of the minorities. 15, the Lawyers Association have role play and promoting the defending the individual and collective rights of the minorities and their members. Hence, the Lawyers Association at an international meeting in the San Francisco hub decided to adopt an international character to for the purpose of seeking the ensure that the principle set below are complied with Article number 1. Number no individual may be subjected and disadvantage of any kind because he or she is a member of a particular national, ethnic, linguistic, cultural, or religious minority, or because of his or her sexual learnings. And then the law of intellectual property right at RA 8293, Intellectual Property Code of the Philippines. The law, the law is enacted the streamlined administrative procedure of registering patients, trademarks, and copyrights to liberate the registration and the transfer of technology and to enhance the enforcement of intellectual property rights in the Philippines. And then we have the anti-child abuse law, RA 7610, special protection of child against child abuse, exploitation and discrimination act as amended by RA 9231 in 2003. The law this implements the policy of the state to provide special protection of the children from the form of abuse, neglect, cruelty, exploitation, discrimination, and other conditions prejudicial to their development, including child labor and worse crimes, and provide sanction for their commission. And then anti-child abuse law, RA 7610, special protection of and then anti-prostitution law, the law article 202, prostitution prostitutes for purposes of this article, women who for money or profit habitually indulge in sexuality, intercourse, or lascivious conduct are deemed prostitutes. And then we have the anti-pornography law, the law, Article 201, immoral doctrines, absence, publications, and exhibitions, and incidents, indecent shows that penalty shall be imposed upon first those who shall publicly impound or proclaim doctrines openly contrary to public morals, and then the authors of the absence literature published with their knowledge in any form, the editors publish such literature, and the owners or operators of the establishment selling the same. And then the anti-hijacking law, the law under Republic Act number 6235, June 1971, anti-hijacking is committed by any person who compels a change in the course of destinations of an aircraft of Philippine registry or seizes of or usurps of the control thereof while it is in flight. And then an aircraft is an flight of the moments all its external doors and closing following embarkation until by any of the such doors in opening of the destination. And then we have the dangerous drug law, Republic Act number 9165, also known as the Comprehensive Dangerous Drug Act 2002. The law. This law implements the policy of the state to safeguard an integrity of its territory and well-being of citizenry, particularly of the youth, from the harmful effect of dangerous drugs on their physical and mental well-being, and defend the same against act of the commission determinants to their development and preservation. And then the anti-smoking law, Republic Act 8749, Philippine Clean Aircraft Air Act of 1999, the law. This law implements the policy of the state to pursue a policy of balancing development and environmental protection. To achieve this end, the framework for sustainability developed shall be pursued. And then the law of violence against women and children, Republic Act 1992-62, Anti-Violence Against Women and Children Act of 2004. The law, Section 3, Violence Against Women and Children, refers to any act of series of act committed by any person against a woman who is his wife, former wife, or against a woman with whom a person who has had a sexual or dating relationship, or with whom he has a common child, whether legitimate or illegitimate, with it without the family abode. And in the laws of human trafficking, Republic Act 9208, and then Anti-Trafficking in Person and Act of 2003, and with this May 26, 2003. The law, Section 3, trafficking the person refers to the recruitment, transportation, transfer, or harboring the persons with or without the victims consent of knowledge, which or across national borders by means of the threat of use of force. And then we have the international law on tourism 66. The law words tourism organization. The word tourism organization is a specialized against of the United Nations and the leading international organization in the field of tourism. It serves as goal forum for tourism policy issued and practical source of tourism known how it plays a central and decisive role in promoting the development of the responsibility, sustainability, and universally accessible tourism, paying particular attention to the interests of the developing countries. And then the health tourism, uh, low health tourism is a tourism associated with travel, a health spas of resort destination where the primary purpose is to improve the traveler's physical well-being for a regimen of physical exercise and therapy, dietary control, and medical services relevant to health maintenance. And then lastly, the tourism research. The law, the growth and development of tourism industry is imperative in the context of the regional countryside development. It generates employment, roughly 2.3 million jobs, trade and business opportunities. It is also promoting the strong backward and forward linkage with other industries such as transport related estate and property development hotels or resort, gift shops, restaurants, jewelry, construction, among others. And and then that's all. Thank you.